Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Cameron here, and today I thought I'd film a how much does semester at sea really cost. So I literally have my invoice here that they give to you like every month or so on the voyage of everything you spent on the ship. And then I also made all of my notes on here going through the SAS website and trying to figure out everything I spent before embarking on the ship too. So we've literally got it all, and let me tell you, going through some of the things I spent on the ship, it's bad a bit. So prior to leaving on SAS, I'm gonna have like everything tallied right here, like cost wise. Hope that makes sense. So prior to leaving, you have your application fee for SAS. So that's $50, but I'm pretty sure I applied during like Christmas time, so it was like waived as like a holiday type fee, so I actually didn't have to pay the application fee. And then you have tuition, which is $21,279, and that's standard. Everyone pays that amount. It goes to CSU, and it covers your 4 classes, so 12 credit hours, and your field classes with each program. And then you have, oh, I should probably specify this. I was an inside double, so it's like the second cheapest room option they offered on the ship. So my room and board cost $6,795. And in that room and board you have like your housekeeping, so they like change out your towels, clean your room, make your bed. And then also includes the 3 meals you get on the ship from either Berlin or Lido dining halls. And then up front you pay a fuel fee, and so for fall 2019 it was a fuel fee of $925. And then so that's pretty much everything you pay to SAS right off the bat. And so all this other stuff is extra that you have to pay for yourself pretty much before you leave. So I only needed 1 visa for the countries we went to, and that was Ghana, and I think my Ghana visa was around $300. And then my flight to Amsterdam, my parents actually booked this, so I don't know the exact cost, but I think it was around $400 one way. What we did was we bought a round trip and then just canceled the return flight because it was cheaper for us that way. And then I had to get the yellow fever vaccine, and that was about $250. And then for the malaria meds, it was about $150. And then books, I actually only needed books for 2 of my classes, so I was grateful for that, and they only ended up being about $50. And then we disembarked in San Diego, so that flight was about $200, I think. Again, my parents booked that, so I didn't really know how much it is, but looking at flights and how much they normally were, I'm assuming it was around $200. And then lastly, the things I purchased before leaving were 5 field programs that I knew I really wanted to do, and that was $780 in total. So prior to leaving on SAS, I had already spent $31,129. Oof. And now we have the fun part about everything spent on SAS. Oh boy, this. So I don't have an actual, I guess, cost by cost thing for independent travel I did. So all I know is I spent $2,589.02 about on independent travel, and that includes buses I took to get places, food I ate, hotels and Airbnb, Ubers, tours I went on or did or participated in, and shopping, so souvenir shopping, all of that. So all of that combined was about $2,589.02. And then the part where this comes in, on ship. Oh boy. So I was living it up. So I have it broken up into 5 categories. I have spa, food, fuel surcharges, store, like the ship store, and miscellaneous items. So for the spa, I treated myself a lot at the spa. I got massages a lot. I went to the sauna like twice. I got my hair done for the alumni ball. I got the flag nails. That's like a SAS staple. So yes, I treated myself, and let me tell you, it was very expensive. A third of the money I spent on the ship came from the spa. And so I spent $646.68 at the spa. Oh boy. Honestly though, like, it was worth it. I enjoyed it a lot, and it made it really nice, but it definitely is something that going on to SAS and looking back, like if I ever did it again, I would not spend as much money there, because yeah, it's nice, but like I don't get a massage ever back at home, and on SAS I think I got like 4 or 5 massages. So like I literally was just buying massages because I had nothing better to do on the ship. Don't do that. Don't buy into things just because you're bored. Okay, maybe like once or twice, but only if you have the money to spend on it. And then next I have food, and so this is food bought outside of the 3 meals that are included in your room and board, just like snacks from the pool bar or from like the library, the girl food, fancy dining, things like that. So I spent $514.09 on all of those food items, and honestly it's worth it a bit. Like if you're really hungry and you literally have nothing to eat, it is worth it. I did splurge a bit because I got bored of some of the dining hall food, and I just was like, I'll go spend what, like $4 for a grilled cheese and fries. Let me tell you, those $4 add up, as we can see by this $514.09. It adds up. But I also did fancy dining like 4 times and 3 times, and that's like $30 each. Oh wait, also in this cost there's a cake, because I spent my birthday on the ship. I'll link the iCard thingy. I don't know what side it's on if you want to watch that vlog. And that was $80, but my mom actually bought that for me, so thanks Mom. But yeah, I think fancy dining's worth it to do it once, maybe twice, but I definitely would not do it as many times as I did if I went again, just because like yeah, it's great and all, but that's $30 I could have easily saved. But yeah, it's nice every so often. And so for my voyage, we were actually supposed to go through the Kiel Canal transit, but then I don't entirely know what happened. Something happened with the transit passage thing, and they're like, no ships bigger than this size should go through because you may get stuck, and our ship was bigger, so they're like, we're just gonna go back around, where is it, like the top half of like past Amsterdam again, through the English Channel and all the way down to Portugal. And so we had to have a fuel surcharge, and so that was $150, and that's like non-negotiable. Like if you get a fuel surcharge, like you have to pay it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And then so next was the school store, and so that's where I got like this t-shirt, I got my dad a hat, I bought like my voyage t-shirt, my map that everybody signed, like pretty much anything and everything you need, from shirts you want, hats, scarves, sweaters, shampoo, conditioner, tanning lotion, all of that fun stuff you buy at the school store. I spent $342.42 there, and honestly, I don't regret those purchases at all, because they're all clothes I either wear quite a lot still, and you can only really get most of them on your voyage. Like the voyage t-shirts you can only get on your voyage, so I bought those. The map your friends sign at the end of the voyage, like that's just, it's like your yearbook for SAS. So I don't regret that at all. I think it was very worthwhile for my money because I love these shirts so much and I love wearing them, and I still wear them like every day. It's great. And then lastly, for things I spent on the ship is our miscellaneous category. So I just threw in here gratuity I gave to like my housekeeper cabin person. Housekeeper? Is that what? Well, we'll go with that. Like beverage voucher for if you bought wine or beer during pub nights. Stamps because I mailed some postcards back home. Laundry, medicine, things like that. And that was $250. And yeah, that's like laundry I definitely could have eased up on, but I didn't trust myself to wash things in the sink. And plus I wore my clothes up until the very last minute where I couldn't, and half the time like coming back from Ghana, like you're drenched in sweat, like you don't want to just wash your clothes in the sink. Same with Morocco, same with like Brazil. So yeah, I just paid to have laundry done. I didn't do laundry too often. It was mainly just when my clothes felt like they needed a good wash. Like, oh, I wash my workout clothes a lot, but some of those I did in the sink too. Editing this video right now, and I just realized I forgot to include 2 costs, and so that was for my physical, which I had to get done for my medical history form, which is required by SAS before you leave, and that cost about $90. And then also my phone bill. So I have AT&T, and they have a international data plan where you pay $10 a day for whenever you turn on your data, and you get unlimited texts and unlimited data, and I think it's like 10 cents per minute for phone calls. And so I did that for my whole entire SAS voyage. I didn't have service in Ghana or Morocco though. Those countries didn't qualify under this $10 a day plan. So, but every other country I used it in, and that was about, I think, $450. And so that brings my total cost to $36,161.21. And if you look on the program fees for SAS, for an inside double, they do say that for everything, so everything I just added up, they recommend having $37,749. So I think like SAS does give a pretty good estimate. You can definitely make things cheaper. You can definitely like not splurge as much in country or on the ship, like, so it's definitely easy to make it smaller. But if you do like not really want to care about how much you're spending, things like that, the SAS estimate does give you a pretty good amount about how much you may end up spending. And so I want to just talk on the topic of scholarships, just because, you know, $35,000 is not something most people have just around to pay for one semester of college. Also, ISE, so the Institute of Shipboard Education, which is what SAS goes through, awards $5 million in financial aid annually, and so you may have a better chance at getting scholarships depending on where you go to university, where you're from, things like that. And not that your home university probably has a lot of scholarships. Most scholarships you have from your home university do transfer over to pay, so that's very helpful to have. And if not, you can always go talk to your study abroad office. A lot of study abroad offices have their own scholarships specifically for the students at that university studying abroad, or they'll have more information about studying abroad scholarships. But if all of those don't work out, there are a lot of third-party scholarships that they don't care where you're going to school, they don't care what you're doing with the money. They're just like, as long as you're in college and you can prove you're in college and you apply, they will probably award you a scholarship, or you have the possibility of getting a scholarship. So definitely look a lot at scholarships. There's a ton of different websites. Pinterest has a lot of lists, a lot of websites. There's a lot out there. You can just search and hunt and just apply for as many as possible, because even if you get only ones that are like $500, well, if you apply for 4 of them, that's an extra $2,000 you now have to help pay for SAS. And lastly, if all else fails, there is fundraising. It helps a lot. One of my friends on the voyage, she actually, I think she did a spaghetti type fundraiser. So that she sold like bowls of spaghetti, and then gave a little presentation on SAS and what all the money they bought the spaghetti with will be used for. And so she raised a lot of money that way. So fundraising is definitely an option. If you know how to make like any sort of thing, headbands, scarves, earrings, like anything like that you can sell, start selling them to your friends and people at school. Little fundraisers like that, like every little bit adds up. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you got a bit more insight on how much SAS actually costs for everything. And if you haven't already, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And if you would like to see more videos about SAS or my life or traveling, you can go ahead and hit subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!